She's so cute.
Yeah, she's precious.
Hello everybody, it's Delilah and welcome back to my channel. This is the video that many people have been waiting for. I am sure many of you know by now that if you've watched the birth vlog, we kept the gender a surprise until birth, and we had a baby girl, if it wasn't obvious by the bow on her head. This is the first time that we didn't have a name before having our baby. We were struggling with both boy and girl names. We had a couple girl names we really liked, but nothing that we were set on, no middle names. It was just, we spent so many hours talking about baby names.
Going back and forth and thinking about it, probably overthinking about it.
Oh yeah, totally overthinking
Which
it.
probably didn't help.
No. We had like two names that we were kind of going back and forth between. There was one name that we had in mind since even before I was pregnant, and we still love that name, and I'm not sure I'm going to reveal that name in the case of possible future children.
Let's just enjoy this one.
The other name that we had in mind was a double-barreled name. It was actually Zach's idea. I've always loved double-barreled names, and when Zach brought it up, I was all over that. So he suggested Mary Ann. This was a name that we kept coming back to, we kept picturing in our heads, and we weren't totally sold on it. So when she was born, we both looked at her and we thought, no, she's not a Mary Ann. There's no way.
Didn't even come to my mind to call her that in a
couldn't
weird
even.
way.
It was, yeah.
It was weird.
And we've never had that before.
Yeah, that was a very strong, yeah, this
No.
is not her name.
The other name that we had in mind, we felt suited her, but at the same time we weren't totally convinced. And so we slept on it and we thought about it, and we kept coming back to one particular name.
Which is kind of funny because it's part of most of the names that we really liked.
Yeah, we were
And
playing off different variations of it.
That's probably why we liked it.
Yeah, probably. We looked at her and we knew absolutely that this name had to be a part of her name somehow. And so a few days prior, I had been searching through baby lists and had read this name. I didn't bring it up to Zach. I didn't think he'd like it, honestly. I didn't think I was totally sold on it either, but...
Which one?
Her name.
Oh. Well, that one, yes, I liked.
So the next morning, I brought it up to Zach, and he said, yeah, I think that's it. So her name.
I'll say the first name, you can say the middle name.
Okay.
And then we'll say the last name together.
Okay.
Okay. Annabeth.
Jean
Lepke.
Lepke.
Had to make it corny.
That's very corny. Annabeth Jean Lepke. I am so in love with her name. I love that we used a double-barreled name.
Mm-hmm.
Annabeth is so cute. I've never heard it before.
Kids have been calling her Annie for short.
Annie or
William
Anne.
is, yeah.
It's baby Anne or Anne.
Yeah.
Anna.
I've been saying like Annie.
All variations, but the name that we kept coming back to was Anne.
Yeah.
We love that name so much. I'm so glad that we actually decided to use it, and in such a beautiful way. Annabeth is so sweet. And I love all the variations, like Anne, Annie, Anna. It was unintentional, but my great-grandmother's name was actually Anna.
Anne was what we liked in all of the names that we picked, because it was something with Anne in it.
We were thinking Anne is a middle name, or like Mary Ann.
And then I really liked that name too, and it just came down to Anne. Let's do something with Anne, because we kept coming to that and putting it as a middle name or putting it in the first name.
And I love the nicknames Anne and Annie and all of those, so I wanted it as a first name somehow. The meaning, I keep forgetting what the meaning is, but we're not big on name meanings. That's not why we choose a particular name, but when the name means something nice.
You're Googling it now.
Yes, I know what it means, I just forget. When it means something sweet, I mean, that just makes it all the more special. So Annabeth is a combination of Anne and Elizabeth. So Anne means full of grace. Elizabeth means my God is an oath. Jean means God is gracious. So her first and middle name both have God and grace. And I mean, that feels very fitting, doesn't it?
Yeah, so fitting.
with the journey that we've been on with her, yeah, it's perfect. We were so back and forth the whole time, even in the hospital.
Yeah, it took a long time.
Literally, right before we left, we were filling out the form, like the form that you have to fill out to file for the birth certificate. You can't leave the hospital without filling out that form.
It was the middle name that we were trying to go back and forth on, and truthfully, it doesn't really matter.
No, but...
At least to me.
It matters. It matters to me.
Right.
The first name is most important. Hey.
That's why you don't. That's why it matters, because you don't like yours. So.
But it felt right. Everyone that we were talking to agreed that it felt right. And then hearing the nurses say her name just really solidified it for me.
Yeah.
Other names that we had been going back and forth between. At first we thought we would name her Dorothea. We loved that name. We thought it suited her very well. We loved the nicknames Dorothy, Dot, Dottie. All beautiful. But then I was thinking about it. And
overthinking
about it, but in this case it was a good thing because we almost named her Dorothea. And I looked up the name meaning, and what does it mean? It's literally the same meaning as Theodore.
Which is spelled exactly backwards.
And then I realized that Dorothea is literally
Theodore. Yeah.
We decided not to do that.
That would be a really cool, if they're like twin boy and girls, that would be cool.
That would be
Dorothea
really
awesome.
And Theodore. I mean, they would you'd get them confused all the time.
Probably, but that'd be a really cool spin-off because they would technically have the same name.
Yeah, gift of God. Yeah, same meaning. So we decided against that, and then we came up with Annabeth instead.
That's just too funny.
And Annabeth is just so cute.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, we love the name Anne, so we were thinking Dorothea Anne. Or a few names I liked that Zach did not were Bonnie Anne.
And it's not because we didn't like the name, it's just I know people with those names, so then to me, someone else immediately comes to mind when we're talking names. It kind of ruins it. Not in a bad way, but just like, I don't know.
Yeah. I also really love, someone commented that their grandmother's name was Flora Jean. And I love that so much. Like, that was one of my top names on my list, but we have a niece named Nora. So Flora and Nora, we couldn't do that.
No, that would not work very well.
No.
My mom would be...
We would all get so tongue-tied. Yeah. Another name I love is Marjorie May. Zach does not like this one.
Has nothing personal to whoever has that name, but it's just Marjorie, I think of margarine. That's like, that is what I just can't. I just personally
I love that name. And it looks so beautiful written down. Marjorie May, like that just flows and it's so cute.
For some people, I guess.
Anyway, we landed on the name Annabeth. And it's perfect. Here she is. I don't think we've done a close-up yet. There she is. Oh, let's focus on there we go.
It is.
Oh, she's so sweet.
I'll kiss her head for everybody. Mwah. She smells so good too. I wish there was a car freshener called New Baby.
Oh. Just spend so many hours staring at her face.
Yeah. Just want to bug her. Wake her up. I don't know why. I want to
play with her.
I want to play with her. You go for a bike ride?
Anyway, that is her name, and that is the story of how her name came to be. I kind of felt in the back of my head that, like, God was just going to provide us with a name in the hospital. Like, I wasn't even worrying about it anymore by the end because I felt he would give us one, and he did.
The perfect one.
When William says baby Annie.
Yeah, Annie. Nanny. It's more like nanny.
Yeah, nanny. Anyway, that is where I'm going to end today's video. Stay tuned. There's so much awesome stuff coming your way very soon. We've got hospital vlogs. We've got newborn vlogs. I've got a whole birth story that I'm about to sit down and film. It's a crazy story. So you don't want to miss out on that. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Say bye. Bye.